Okay, folks, you know what time it is. It is 9 o'clock Sunday night UK time. I'm going to need, what am I going to need from you? 10 taps? 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the air, 1 to put a smile on my face. Let's get going, folks. Bring it across. Here they come. Oh, bring the mic across. And let's do this. Where's the button? There's the button. That's the button. Hello, folks, of course. Oh, the chat's working. I see a lot of hell yes. Oh, 9 o'clock Sunday night UK time. It is time for our weekly chat. Right, who do we see? I see Pagan, Dave, John, Sam, Lons, Sylvan, Menno, Gary, John, Jimmy, Knots, Lee, Callistro, loads. Oh, Mel is suffering. Mel's got a work-related injury. As you can see before we start and I go into all that, the Willow is here.
Hi.
Yeah, now the Willow, we've had a discussion. She's going to be far more professional this show. Well, a little bit. Okay? And she is managing the Sunday Natter, which is our sort of chat channel on Discord. If you're not part of the Discord clan, there is a link at the top of the chat and there's a link into the description. Jump yourself over there, especially if you're patron. Yeah, if you are a patron, just a quick reminder that the weekly clan gathering went up. It was our first review of the stuff on Discord, and it was a cracking video. There were some brilliant builds, and on top of that, quite a few of you have been jumping back in to the Watchclip, into the weekly roundup channel, and posting more stuff. So thank you. Yeah, Rusted saying, so more cat pics. Yeah, the Sunday Natter has become cat zone, apparently. I'm leaving that to the girl. Now, last week we had a little bit of confusion over the Q&A because we tried to do it through YouTube and it didn't really work. So, I just want to let you know that the Google Doc is open. Let me pop that. Everything's looking good. Stream health is looking good. Viewers is looking good. Yeah, we've got questions, coming in already. The link is down below in the description. I'm going to need you to to actually go and post some questions for me. Yeah. Now in the interim, what I'll do is while we just get the chat flowing, yeah, we'll work up and what was I going to work on? That's what I want. We're going to have a look at the watchcolours, but I'll tell you about my work-related injury. Okay, I've been suffering with insomnia lately. I go through bouts of it every so often. Yeah, and I've been really sort of productive with it. Instead of just staring at the wall in bed hoping I can go to sleep, you know, I've been like, all right, let's get up, let's give Watchcolour, let's give it a couple Watchcolour, a couple of hours and see what we can achieve. Anyway, this is what I did last night. Yeah, and I decided, one of the users on the Discord channel, yeah, he's Terrainiacs, yeah, he does LED, programmable LED kits and stuff like that for terrain, and we've been chatting. He's sending me some stuff over to have a look at. So I've been doing a deep dive on his kits and all the other YouTubers that have been doing it. So I was watching YouTube while I was also jumping on and doing some admin stuff, and there's a lot of technical stuff that I'm behind with, that I'm sort of catching up with and getting sorted for the show and everything. Hey, Mom. Yeah. And and so I really got into it. Yeah, I was literally stuck in this seat for probably about 6 hours and I didn't move, you know, I'm completely engrossed. And now I'm suffering. I've got a numb bum, a numb coccyx. And now it's sitting down is painful, and I sat too long, I sat too hard, guys. Yeah, and so I'm really looking forward to getting to the studio tomorrow. Yeah, just so I can spend some time standing up. I mean, I can't even sit on a sofa comfortable. So, if you're wondering about the sort of like, the look on the face, it's not because I'm constipated. Yeah, although I'm not looking forward to that, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it's simply because, inflatable donut. Oh, mate, I'm getting there. I'm thinking of doing the hover. But anyway, too much detail. Right. There's the Resin story. I'll leave that for the patrons to share. Yeah, I'll talk about that on a different show. Questions are coming in. Yeah, but before we do, yeah, what I'd like to do is very quickly, what should we look at first? Should we look at the Workbench Wednesday on Facebook, or should we have a quick peek at some of the stuff that's going on Discord?
Discord.
You want to have a notice on Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do Discord first, yeah? This is part of the show where we just take a look at some cool terrain, we comment on it, that sort of stuff. Yeah, and it gives a chance for you guys to get some questions in for me for later in the show. You need a pile. Oh, mate. Oh. Hey, Rob. Paul's late. Rusted's saying, when I sit down to hobby, I set an alarm off to go off every hour to remind me to stand up for a minute or two. Normally, yeah, I use coffee for that. Yeah, you know, progressively over an hour, my coffee will get cold, I'll get up, I'll go make another. Works the same way. Yeah, I was running on pink milk last night and it lasts longer. Right, let's have a nose at the Discord. Can we pull up the Discord? Right. Straight off, let's go to... There we go. Now, as you can see, we're on the TTT Terrainiacs Discord. Yeah, we've got the, the general area. And then we've got the patron area as well. Now, currently I am sitting in the Sunday Natter channel. Yeah, and as you can see, it's already started off as cat chat. This is Willow's area.
As it should be.
She's monitoring it, but she isn't, because actually she's drawing cats.
No, I'm drawing mice.
But very quickly, what's Necromancer? He's not with the show. He's gaming tonight on that. That looks quite nice.
Oh, they should have come here.
Oh, that's a nice little setup. I like that.
You should have your one in the background.
Right. Let's have a nose at what people have been posting in the project showcase. Yeah. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful bit of work. Oh, yeah. I like the coloration on the brickwork. It's a different style, you don't see that often. And the grass work on it's really nice as well. And he's got lights on the inside. Yeah, I think they're lights. They're either lights or they're painted, I'm not sure. I think it's lights.
I think they're like little candle wicks.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Tanks. Well, that's a nice setup. An Infinity tournament in Sheffield.
Remember when you used to play World of Tanks?
Oh, I remember when I used to play World of Tanks. Right.
Do you know your Twitch is still active?
I've got a Twitch, I just don't use it. Right. That's an interesting one, isn't it? It's like grid tiles.
It's cartoony.
Yeah. They look like cardboard tiles or something. Very chunky. Look at that beast.
I'm just fixated on the water.
It's got quite... Do you know, it reminds me of Fortnite.
When have you played Fortnite?
I used to play Fortnite a long time ago. God. It was silly when I played it, but then it just went bizarre. Right. And then if we have a quick peek in the weekly roundup. Yeah. Some of the posts in here. Yeah, I am looking forward to reviewing properly, but I don't want to spoil the next patrons vid. Yeah, so if you want to be part of the Chat Halla weekly clan vid, yeah, you need to get yourself on the Discord and in the weekly roundup if you're a patron. If you're not,
become a patron.
Yeah. If you're not, become a patron. You can set the ding dong off.
I'm not on the patron. I'm not.
You don't have access to the patron?
No.
That's interesting.
You took away all my things, remember?
No,
I don't have access to anything.
Okay. We'll have to look at that. But anyway. Right. And then let's very quickly.
Oh, I can ban people. I'm not going to do that though.
You've obviously got what you call it. You're not banning anyone. We've got quite a few, what you call it. We've got quite a few from the Wednesday. This is Lee's setup. Look at that.
Oh, that's very clean and white.
That's Lee's hobby area. Lee in the chat. So jealous.
That looks like you have peace and quiet.
Yeah, yeah. Lee's got... Oh. We've got some butters. Oh, that's... Oh, a little bit out of focus, but I do like the orange colouring on that. It's a nice style. Brillo pad. Spot that a mile away. Too many years. I know that texture.
I was going to say sponges.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Remember, folks, if you want to show me something live while we're on the actual watch clip, post it in the Sunday Natter.
That's where I'm looking.
Yeah, because that's the one for I'm keeping an eye on the Discord while we're going. What do you reckon that was? Do you reckon that's scratch bill?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. It looks like it's got lines. So it may be a 3D print. I'm not sure. Prometheum store. I like that. Some nice vines. Oh, someone's making a castle. Oh, that's coming on. Let's have a look at that.
Oh, we looked at their first part of that last week.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming on. Lovely. In fact, he's finished it, I think. That's not a mini mel.
Is that not a mini mel?
That's not a mini mel. Right. How are we doing on... I'll check on we're doing on the questions in a minute. This one I loved. Okay? Check this out, guys. Yeah? Tiberium Field from Command and Conquer. It was a game when I was your age.
We'll have a look at that after. I can't remember.
Oh, right. Going back to my youth, darling. Going back to my youth.
No, carry on that.
Right. Glowy mushrooms. This is a good one. Playing with UV with gaming. Like that. Oh, so I'll see. The modular jungle temple is coming along. Let's have a quick nose at that. From Lewis. That's a bit of a beast. You can see how it's modular. You can see the lines and the sections, I think. We're going to need a breakdown, Lewis, I think. We're going to need a breakdown of it. What else we got? Quick scan through, then we'll get jump back onto it. What's that? Vorpal saying UV with games hurts my eyes, so it has to be a fast game. I can get that. It's also difficult to play with. I like him.
No.
That's your reaction.
I was looking at the Discord on my phone.
What else we got? Anything else? Nice brickwork. 32 more comments. That's a flying hippopotamus. Okay.
Send me it.
You can find it yourself. Right.
No, I mean send it to your studio.
Oh. Oh, you'll have to. I'm adjusting.
Okay. Couple ones here.
Okay, what have we got in the Sunday Natter, Willow?
That.
Just let me jump in and have a nose. Let's go to the Sunday Natter. Ooh! Metal calf builder of an old factory. That's coming together nicely. Sully's
1/3000.
1/3000 scale. That's a hell of a city, mate. Yeah, let me just quickly show you. 1/3000th board. I'm liking that.
You should add a helicopter pad.
A helicopter. I think it's an actual map of somewhere real.
Oh.
So it's not his
Well, there
making.
should be a helicopter pad because there's airplanes.
Perhaps there is. Perhaps you can't. You'll have to have a nose in a min. Right, let's go back to my beautiful face.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, the willow's going. Right, let me just quickly check on how many questions we've got. 2. Really?
Really?
Right. The question and answers doc is down below. If you don't get some questions in, this is going to become some really short show.
I want 10 questions by 20 past.
Yeah. Also, we've got about 70 viewers watching. Yeah, but only 30 likes. Can we get a like spike and get things moving? While you guys get the questions in?
That voice crack was horrid.
Whose?
Yours.
Right, okay. Ooh. Right. I'm just going to put you guys under pressure. I mean, this might end up being quite a short show based on my disability and your inability to give me questions to answer. Oh! Right. Oh, that hurt. Have you ever? Right.
What's this opening to? We're okay.
What's that?
I'm copying the link into the Discord.
Oh, okay. Right. I keep saying right. I'm not. I need some painkillers. This is bad. Let's hit the questions.
Ignore this, sorry. Right, okay.
Okay, Sam is asking, so this year for Armies on Parade, I'm thinking of doing Hobbits. That's a good choice. Yeah, I'm thinking a Shire themed board, but with the Hobbit holes. Would you do scratch or 3D printed? Would I do scratch or 3D printed? Right, first off, I actually have some 3D printed Hobbit holes. Now, I'm going to have a quick nose for them, and the reason I'm having a nose for them is I want an excuse to get up and move. Yeah, that was not comfortable. Are they up there? Up there? Or are they up there? Where are they? I'm not sure where I put my Hobbit holes. I don't know. They're lost. Oh, I'm not going to look massively for them. They're not over there, are they? No, what you call it? Real Terrain Hobbies. I think it was Real Terrain Hobbies. Yeah, he did a Kickstarter for some 3D STL files.
You showed him my YouTube pillar now and how like destroyed it is.
That's because of how long my YouTuber backside has been sat on this YouTuber pillar.
I think we've lost the Snapchat one.
The reason why, yeah, the YouTube pillar is on here.
Oh, don't show them.
Yeah, it's because this chair has had some hammer. And it's not. This chair was designed, this is like a gamer's executive chair. Yeah, it's like a gamer's chair, but it's supposed to be like an executive one, and it's supposed to be designed to take hammer. And we have hammered it. My backside has hammered it. But anyway, going back to...
Done so many all-nighters.
Oh.
Suck it up.
This is real actually painful, so... Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Right, okay, let me... Right, I'm thinking of Shire board, but with the Hobbit holes, would you do scratch built or 3D printed? Okay, folks, what would we do? I would go scratch built, to be perfectly honest. Yeah? If you're doing Armies on Parade, okay, what you're going to be doing is you're looking to sort of like... I don't know whether you're just looking to do it as, you know, this is a good opportunity to just do some terrain hobby, or whether you're going for it as like, hey, I want to win the local store sort of thing, or whether you're like, I want my board in Warhammer World. Yeah? When it comes to Armies on Parade, it's 40k. Yeah? Which means you know people are going to be buying 40k terrain, yeah, the kits, to integrate into their armies in display board. Yeah? If you go for 3D printed, first off, yeah, that's not GW. Yeah, GW, there's no way GW are going to show off 3D printed terrain. Okay, so it'll be easier if you're doing it from just a hobby point and you don't mind, but if you're looking to achieve something with it, yeah, you can't use 3D printed.
They want their battlefields in magazines.
Say again?
They want them in magazines.
Right. In which case, you've got to go scratch built. If you want to engage with GW for like Hobbit holes, I mean GW do have their own little Hobbit holes actually. They do have frontages. So if you were to use those kits, you could get away with it. But if you were to 3D print your own, that's going to be a no-no. You know what I mean? Personally, I would say scratch build them. And here's why. Okay? Because everyone else who's going for like the 40k stuff and stuff like that, they're going to be grabbing, they're going to be grabbing kits, yeah, and to build their stuff out. So if you can get a really good looking board, yeah, but made scratch built and not kits, your board will stand above theirs, yeah. So if you want to go down this route, shy theme sounds great, yeah. Hobbit holes, yeah, definitely. But I would go with scratch built if you want to achieve something with it. If it's just a hobby project that you're doing and you want to show off to the yeah, go with 3D prints if that's easier for you. Okay? Right, I hope that helps you, buddy. If it does, there's links down below if you're liking the show.
We're 20 minutes now with 4 questions.
That's all right.
That's one question every 5 minutes.
It's okay, we're rolling.
We need more.
Any ideas of toughing up areas of expanded foam just to make it more resilient? Okay, whenever you're working with foam and you want to sort of hard coat it, first thing is a skimmer filler. Okay, so a little bit of filler, a little bit of water, smooth it all over, give it a hard coat. Now on top of that, there are some industrial coats. Hot Wire Foam Factory. Yeah, it's an American company. They do like foam coatings. Yeah, so they're basically it's like foam specific, casting powders. Yeah, and they do one that like it can turn expanded polystyrene and bobbly polystyrene into rock. I mean, you could beat someone over the head with it. Yeah. On top of that, they do like a lightweight one as well. That's firm, but it's fire resistant and that sort of stuff. So it can be used as like dressings on sets when they build like things for sets and stuff like that. So there's that commercial option. Yeah, Menno's going in with Mod Podge. Yeah. That's an obvious one. So, mix of PVA, matte medium and paint works for me. Don't that make it melts quick? Yeah. So you're either looking at some sort of like casting powder, filler, stucco, or you're looking at some sort of PVA mix to work it. But either of those will do plenty, mate. You know, you don't need anything harder than that, if you know what I mean. Or I wouldn't expect you to. Right, that's question 2 of 5. Let's keep this rolling. Come on, likes are looking better, folks. Keep hitting that, tapping that buttons. JP, Mel, have you ever considered using the output from a radio to flicker an LED array for flame effects? Not the output of a radio. Okay, as I've said, we've been talking about LEDs and I've been going into a very deep dive. Resistors, currents, flow, legs, all sorts of stuff LED wise. Okay, and for the flicker, Terrainiacs, they actually have like a programmable but control board that you can plug into USB, sort of fire. In fact, there's David now. You watch it. You can fire sort of like a list of basic binary code at it, yeah, and program these LEDs. So with regards to the flicker effect, yeah, it is something I'm looking into. It is something I want to have a play with, yeah, but I won't be using a radio output. I'll be using David's actual control boards. Yeah. Yeah. David's saying no need. Yeah, you can buy flicker LEDs direct from Terrainiacs. There you are. So there's LEDs that flicker without needing, yeah. Vorpal's just throwing a question at me in the chat, and I'll take it in the chat because, you know, we'll let that one build up. Yeah, Mel, have you ever considered incorporating moving or mechanical features on a build? Maybe a drawbridge or a windmill or water wheel. No.
Too much.
No, I have a strict rule. Yeah. I don't like moving parts on terrain boards. And to the extent that, you know, MDF kits, the foreground kits, they came with working doors. Yeah. I would glue them fixed. Yeah. The fact is, terrain, when people look at terrain, yeah, on a gaming table, they only look at it in the context of that game. As a terrain maker, when I make terrain, I'm looking at it as a context of its lifespan. So not its use in one game, but how long am I going to keep this? How long is it keep, you know, how long is it going to be good for? How sturdy is it? You know, all those sort of things. And the moment you introduce anything moving on a terrain board, you get this effect. You get the player effect where, oh, it's fun. Flick, 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 flick. And it becomes a little bit of a giggler for them. Yeah? And they play and they'll get it and look up, and that's fine as a one-off. But if it's happening every time you're putting it down on tables and stuff like that, it gets broken. And when something moving gets broken on a terrain piece, it's even worse than if something like static got broken, because it's even more obvious because people are expecting it to do things. So from my point of view, no, absolutely not. Everything is fixed, everything is solid, everything is sturdy because it's a piece that needs to be used for years, mate. Yeah. Now I'm not against the idea of of moving parts on models, and I certainly do that. Yeah. But they're diorama pieces to be put on a shelf or something like that. Yeah. They are not gaming terrain. We'll soon change your mind, Mel. Matter of time. We'll soon. I've been in this terrain game for like, that's a long time. We're talking decades, mate.
Longer than I've been.
My mind ain't changed yet. Good luck. I hope you're in for the long game. Menno saying, well, a castle does need a moving bridge door. There's lines. Drawbridge, castle door on an amazing feature bit. Yeah. Menno, shut up. Stop complicating things. They're trying to think that they can get me on banana flavoured milkshake off the strawberry.
Banana's way better than strawberry.
We've already got banana. I don't drink it. Nice try.
No, we bought banana for me. I drank it and you refused to buy any more because you wanted strawberry.
Shut up.
You're not denying it.
Model stuff showing his LEDs off on the Discord. That's some collection, dude. Blueberry. Oh, Lee's showing off some Gaslands. I like those, buddy. Blueberry, that's funny. That's funny. I don't know what GW are going to do about that, to be perfectly honest. Oh, right. Back to my questions. Right, Blueberry's asking, where are you from, roughly? I can't place your accent. My mate said you sound like the guy from Art Attack, but you're not Liverpool way.
Oh, we're from Australia.
No, I'm not Neil Buchanan. Okay. Who I personally think is Banksy. I'm damn sure Neil Buchanan's Banksy. Damn sure.
I thought Banksy was dead.
No, Banksy's alive. Yeah. But I'm from a little place called Stoke-on-Trent. Most people pass it on the M6.
For a good reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know, yeah, that, you know Neil Buchanan from Art Attack? Yeah? Well, he's a lead singer in a rock band now, okay? And he does, he's big, he does the uni circuits. Yeah, he performs like at universities for the Students' Union, and he's pretty big, he's got a really good following. You know, his band's really cool. But he's got a manager and you can book him for like events and stuff like that. And I think, Yeah. I think I'll talk about my Banksy theory, yeah, in a moment. Yeah. But I think when I checked, and this was just after the book, when I was a little bit flush. Yeah, or I thought I was going to be a little bit flush before the pandemic hit us and shipping costs for containers of pallets of books went woof.
What's flush mean?
Flush means I had money until the pandemic hit and the costs of everything.
Oh, you've got more stuff in your disco, by the way.
I'll take a nose in a second. Yeah, but where was I?
Why does my disco keep doing this? Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, big posts.
You've thrown me then. No, actually, my back's thrown me. Where was I? What was I? I'm getting an old moment.
You went from Banksy to...
Oh, we're talking about Art Attack guy. Yeah, well, I looked and watched it. You could book him for £1,000. Yeah, to come to your event for a day. That was the cost to get him at a commercial event. And you know, for something like spend a day at some sort of like corporate event. And my guessing is he doesn't like corporate events. So it's like, if he's doing it, I'm getting £1,000 for it. Which is fair dues, you know. But I often thought about, I'd love to book him for a day. Just one day. And get him in the studio with me. And just make terrain with the guy from Art Attack. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that would be brilliant. Yeah. But, you know, it's a pipe dream. Long way ago.
Oh, Banksy has been revealed.
Oh, Banksy is Robin Gunningham. Revealed November 2023. Right, well, I was wrong. But I was sure. Whenever I looked at Banksy stuff, it always reminded me of the stuff that they used to do on Art Attack, where they used to like film it from the top of a crane, and he'd like work over a really large area with bits to build a picture. But yes, there's my Banksy theory. Yeah, it's wrong. We need to book him for a get together. This is Art Attack.
Oh, it was from the Daily Mail.
What?
The Robin Gunningham thing.
Oh, okay.
So how true is that?
Well, it could be. It's saying is Robin. We're not going into this. But yeah, there's my pipe dream with Neil Buchanan. I think he's a great guy. Yeah, I love his crafting, and I'd love, you know, to be in a position to say, all right, we're going to get him in. Maybe when the channel's bigger and that sort of stuff, and I've got more sort of like support and ad revenues coming in, and then a video like that could actually sort of, I don't think it could fund itself, but, you know, it would make it a little bit more achievable. Callistro's saying, I can confirm that Rob is Banksy. Used to know him. There you go then. Right. I do like Banksy's work. You know what I mean? So, fair dues to Rob. Yeah. But I'd love to have Neil Buchanan on the channel for it. Just have him in the studio. Because, I mean, you know what my studio's like. I have crafting materials of all different sorts. You know. So the guy could go nuts. And apparently he is an artist, you know. He wasn't just a presenter. He wasn't just being told, look, you got to do this. He was, you know, he is an artist. So, you know, the opportunity to just go nuts on I'd love that. Oh, right.
Ooh. No,
Ooh.
I mean that.
Oh, God, there's a mini-mel.
Oh, my God, there's a mini-mel. I meant the question.
Yeah, everyone's saying that would be wicked. Yeah, I think it would. Right.
Banana milk is king. Best milk. You said vanilla.
Right, let's end the discussion on milk. Let's get on to terrain questions. That's what we're here for. Can you do a video where you show potential creators how to set up a YouTube channel and ask viewers to part with their hard-earned... right. By Dragon Time. Mal, when it comes to water effects, what products do you suggest? I'm looking to work on swamp terrain. Right! Oh. Maybe, Andrew. Maybe in the future, but like I say, the main thing is cracking on with what we're doing. Right, Mel, when it comes to water effects, what products do you suggest? I'm looking to work on swamp terrain. Right, when it comes to water effects, I recommend resin. Yeah, 2-part epoxy resin. There's a lot of acrylic products and stuff like that. Yeah, and for actual water pours, I don't rate acrylic products. Yeah, I found the issue with them is that the water causes, because they're water based, yeah, as they cure, their volume reduces considerably, and this causes lipping, it can cause cracking. Yeah, also because it's acrylic based, and quite often it can be clear or semi-transparent. Yeah, over time it's affected by the environment more. Okay, so when it comes to actual bodies of water, yeah, I highly recommend that you go for things like actual 2 parts of resin. Yeah, because that way it's far more stable. You don't have any of the contractures, you don't have any of the lipping, you don't have any of the cracking. Yeah, what I do recommend though is there's a whole range of acrylic. Stop it.
I'm looking at the chat.
Oh.
I can't see it with the microphone in the way.
Oh, okay, right. I will move the mic.
That's why I'm looking like this and like that.
How about there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, is that better for you?
What do you think I was doing?
I wasn't sure.
Or just being like special?
Yeah, yeah. So, as I was saying, you can't replace Willow with Morph. She is like Morph. She's my little Morph. If you don't know what Morph is, yeah, Tony Hart. Heart attacks. Was it Heart Attack? That's wrong. What was the show called?
Did you just say that? Did you call me a heart attack?
No, there was a show.
Oh.
Yeah. Right, but going back very quickly. Yeah. Should have just been thrown then. Right, going back, yeah. The acrylic water effects, they work really best if you're doing sort of textures on the resin. So if you want waves, if you want ripples, all that sort of stuff, that's when you want the acrylic stuff, because it does work, yeah, in much smaller amounts. You don't have the contracture issues and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so if I'm doing some basic swamp terrain, which when you think about swamps, typically they are very still, bodies of water. I would just go for simple 2-part epoxy resin, yeah, and then a little bit of probably, just some acrylic water effects. Just add some occasional ripples around the edges and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Everyone's saying, right, Tony Hart was Vision on. Take Heart. Tony Hart was brilliant with Morph. I used to love those. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He-Man, Master. What's this? Are we going through all old cartoons? Right, Ed's saying, get the longest cure time of resin. 24 hours or 48 if you can. The longer it is, the more time the bubbles can escape, and the slower the heat will release so it doesn't get hot. A long cure time is fine, but remember, you can always just degas it. Just hit it with a heat gun. Yeah, and that'll make all the bubbles disappear. Alternatively, as long as you control sort of your saliva, you can just get a straw and blow on it. The carbon dioxide from your breath will also make the bubbles disappear. Yeah, you should be able to get rid of all the bubbles out of resin, yeah, within the first 5 minutes after a pour. Yeah, with a heat gun or blowing on it, depending on the depth and the thickness. If the bubbles are near the surface, just simply blowing on it with a straw will do fine. If you've got a situation where they're quite large, a little bit thicker, heat gun will raise them up. Oh, Lee's saying mysterious cities of gold. Oh, people. Oh. Right. That was the last of my train questions so far. So, over to you guys. Yeah, I don't think I think we might manage another 10-15 minutes. Yeah, how do you create a chain link fence? My way is, my favourite way of going for chain link fencing is to go and buy exhaust meshing. Exhaust repair meshing. Yeah, you can buy it from car shops, car part shops. They come in sheets about A4 size, and it's a really good fine grid. And basically what they're used for is they're used for placing over holes on exhausts and then putting a patch and putty on, yeah, to sort of fix holes. But they're thin enough that you can cut them with scissors or with a blade, yeah. Paul's saying micro mesh. Vulpul's saying my swamp is full of ripples. Frogs, snakes, crocodiles and all various life forms. Yeah, so if you've got movement, yeah, in the body of still water by natural animals, then yeah, loads of ripples. And acrylic's really good for that because you can just get a little dabber. You can even get something just like that and just go dab, 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 and put little, works great. Yeah, Halfords do in the UK do mesh. Also look for scrim tape. Scrim tape's good.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Scrim tape is what you call it. They use it with plasterboarding, and they use it across joins between plasterboards to hold it, and then to smear a layer of plaster over it. You know, wet plaster when they're.
I thought Halfords was the hospital.
No, Halfords isn't. Bupa is a hospital.
No, the hospital that we have near us. Hartlands.
Yeah. That's a mental hospital.
Oh!
That's a mental secure unit. You got it confused with a car shop. Lee's got loads of scrim if I ever want some. I'll grab some off you. Are you in the studio this week, mate? Are we coming across? We having a sesh? I use mesh tape that you use for filling cracks in walls to make walkway mesh. Spray it black, dry brush it silver, and you're done. Great for industrial terrain. That's a really good one. All right, Lee, that sounds like a plan. We are all a bit mental. I've come close to there. And I mean, I've come close to there. I've got to the reception by ambulance and been assessed and didn't get through the doors, luckily. Diversion to A&E. Because that place, you go in, you need lots of doctors to say you're okay before you come out, so I dodged that bullet. Yeah. Can you, okay, John's asking, can you tint 2-part epoxy resin with acrylic paint? Yes, you can. I did a video on this a while ago. Yeah, and I'm going to go and throw it and dump it in the chat. Yeah, it's in my playlists. So let's find playlists. Yeah, it is in the water playlist, which is Terrain Techniques. Where's the... Oh, I couldn't see my other... Terrain Techniques, Water and Snow. And the videos... overview of hobby water effects for wargaming. Which one is it? Ah, the Envirotex. Let me just copy that, the link for that video. No, I don't want to watch it. Right. Here you go. I'll throw that in the chat. There you go. That's a really good overview, yeah, in general, for what you call it, for working with 2-part epoxy resins, if you've not used them before. It's in the Water and Snow playlist on the channel, so there's also guides for working with all sorts of various water effect products and just in general what you can do with them. So feel free to jump in, check that out. But yes, you can, yeah. It only takes a little, so you don't need much, yeah. And if you put too much in, it can, what you call it, it can affect the build, yeah. It can affect the resin curing. So you've got to, you can use it to tint it, but you've got to go quite light with it. Hope that helps you, John. Links down below. Everyone's watching still on the granny grating and the grids. Yeah, granny grating, if you've not come across it, is embroidery mesh. Yeah, they sell it in haberdasheries. Is it haberdashery?
I read that so wrong.
Leave it. Yeah, I think it's called a haberdashery. Is it a haberdashery? Yeah, but basically a textile shop where they sell like wool and fabric and that sort of stuff, and it's plastic grid. Yeah, that they do embroidery onto to make the sort of embroidered pictures. Snip, snip, snip. What do you call it? That'll clear it all up. Snip, snip, snip. You can cut it out and make all sorts of grids from it.
Snip, snip, snip.
I'm in pain.
And I got told to be professional.
I'm in pain, okay?
Snip, snip, snip.
Oh.
Is there not even a hospital for cars?
I need to know what you call it. Hobbycraft sell it in the UK. I need to know if it is called a haberdashery.
What's a haberdashery?
Haberdashers.
Oh, it's a boys' school.
No.
Oh.
Haberdashery. Yeah, a haberdashery refers to a wide variety of sewing notions of small items used in dressmaking, tailoring and other needlework crafts. Haberdashery. Where's that come from? Where does haberdashery come from? Etymology. Marlochi. Haberdashery. Haberdasher derives via Middle English from hapertus, an Anglo-French word for a kind of cloth, so as does the obsolete noun haberdash, which once meant petty merchandise or small wares. So it comes from a type of cloth that was a hapertus. I love that. I like that. Right, let me have a look if you've got any more questions for me and we wish to continue the suffering.
You weren't really asking to do it in the Google Doc. They've just been asking you.
That's fine, I don't mind. Hey, get here, Crown. Oh, because if you haven't got any more questions, I am definitely going to call this show early.
No, more questions, more questions, more questions.
Yeah, because I am suffering. I'm getting too old for work-related injuries like numb butts. This is ridiculous.
You're like 59 now.
I'm not even 50.
Which one of you? Is it you or Mum that's 59?
Neither of us.
Pardon?
Quick run through Discord? I think we can do a quick run through Discord if we've got no questions. Let's do that.
Oh, you may have to watch out.
Okay.
that ain't.
Let's head over here.
Jeez.
Right, let's have a nose through Discord. Right, well, obviously we saw this earlier. Model stuff he's been posting. Oh, he's got a hobby area. Let's have a nose at his hobby area. Actually, if any people in the Discord, if we want to wrap up and we'll just do another 10-15 minutes, post your hobby areas.
I like to judge you.
Yeah, we're going to have a little judgy session. Mella's in his 40s? No way. Shut up.
He's like 60-ish.
I'm not even 49 yet.
Okay,
I'm 48.
That's camo.
Yeah, that's camo. He's repaired his own chair. Right, he's got an interesting collection of boxes over there. Nice big screen. Yeah, he's got an extractor there. Look at his toys on it.
He's got a beret. He's got a beret.
He's got a beret. There's a beret there. He served.
What's regiment? What regiment's that?
That's not British. That's not British. He served foreign. Yeah, but I know who this is.
Go on.
That's the Holiest Hand Grenade of Antinoch.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the dude who posted all his little shelf of his weird bullets and stuff like that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Why has he got so many cameras up there?
The store, it's Thomas. The boxes are a web shop storage. Ah!
Tom, what regiment did you serve in?
Willow wants to know who you served with, mate. Right, come on. Let's have a look at what areas you've got. Oh, these are the Tiberian fields. They're lovely. I like that. That brings me back from my childhood. Lee's been working on his gas lands. My 3D printer. Model stuff is, what you call it? has got his LEDs out. Shut up. Stop going on about my age.
He's really old.
Stop it. Right, Mark. Mark's been working on his 3D houses before and after the wash. So, original?
Oh, I thought those were eyes in that house then.
They do look like
No,
eyes.
go to the second photo.
Yeah, but that's they've weathered up really nice. They do look like eyes, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, he's doing a horror build.
And we've got some Middle Eastern adobes. We like those. You see, this is why I'm liking.
That's polystyrene ball. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh my god, I got one part right.
Yeah, you got that. You know that, Wills. Foam board, but I'd say I don't know if they're 3D print. Are they 3D printed? Or are they?
No, they're not.
No, look at the striations.
No, they put them in intentionally.
I don't know if they're 3D printed.
They're real.
This is what Terrain's become. It's become a game of guess if it's 3D printed. Blueberry says Banksy's name isn't Rob. That's a joke played on the BBC. Ask his mate Ben Ennie. We're not getting into that. Oh, look at the LED lighting on this one. That's really ambiotic. That is really nice. It works for that, doesn't it, guys?
It looks like the place where you get like the best old sweets of your life.
Best
like
old sweets.
20-year-old Kit Kat there.
Look, you don't want to go anywhere near that if it's got free candy written on it.
No, it wouldn't be free. It'd be like £1.25 at this rate.
Oh. Here we go. Lovely little building.
Dr. Melicus.
Dr. Melicus. Oh, God.
Why is the roof tiling different? Not bumpies and stripies.
Yeah, they know it's put a decorative fascia on it.
No.
Dr. Melicus. There you go. Trust it be you, dude. Beetle's showing us his area. That is really clean. Dude! That's uber posh and clean.
You need to get some things on those walls.
How's Alex, by the way? Just let me know in the chat, dude. Right. Perfect target. He's got a little corner in the house set up.
Now that is living room wallpaper. That is... How do your family feel about this?
He's got... It could be a living room wallpaper or it could be spare bedroom wallpaper.
If that's in your bedroom...
What do you mean? It could be in the spare bedroom. Perhaps his kids have moved out. You don't know. Stop dissing the wallpaper.
There's a Welsh flag!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I like Wales.
Yeah.
I bet that's a spare room sort of jobby.
It's his bedroom.
Says who?
Him.
It's my bedroom. Ah! In which case, out of bed and into hobby. Hope you got an extractor, dude. Light spike, Willow Chan. Can we have a light spike? Right. That's the general all-rounders.
Oh, no, there's more.
Oh.
Thought that was a cat then.
Fantasy, fantasy. He's got some terrain on the windows.
Oh, you've got some pretty colours.
Oh, that's a nice, very posh.
No, look at how those colours are.
He's got Proxim. Polyfiller. He's British.
Okay. Got a lovely view outside your window.
Yeah. You're a socky cow. Wilson. You're socky.
Oh, there's one more and you're going to love it.
Dread, dude. I do like your little downstairs.
Oh my god.
It's the paints. The racking. Look at that.
And they're organised by like brand and all sorts.
Dave,
oh
mate.
Oh my god.
And I know that's not the only racking. I know at the other further in this picture there's like row and row and row.
He's got
and
like
row.
fairy lights.
Good for him.
Aww.
Right. We are coming up on the announce hour. Let me go back to my beautiful face. I think we've done all right. I wasn't sure I was going to make it through this show, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, That's a hell of a paint rack. We'll catch up on the build areas later, but I think I'm going to have to call it. So, folks, yeah, as we wrap this up, I will be on the channel. We are in the studio. We are making terrain. Oh, you want more desks? Lovely. There's some more. I'm going to jump on these and catch up with these. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to need 10 taps while I wander off and suffer. 4 for the hell, 1 for the space, 4 for the yeah, 1 to put a smile on my face.
You need to organise your studio.
I do. Catch you on the flip side, folks. All the best, yeah? Ta-ra!